you never know what'll scare the pants off a person, even if it's something bizarre.
Ready? Just grab him. Don't think about it. Try not to think about it, huh?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 weird celebrity phobias. For this list, and across the wide spectrum of celebrities, we found and ranked the oddest and most irrational of fears held by popular figures, ranging from actors and actresses to musicians and even television personalities. However, we're excluding more common and seemingly rational phobias like Howie Mandel's fear of germs.
I wouldn't touch this because a lot of people have touched that. This is actually my nightmare.
Number 10. Reptiles, Britney Spears. For someone so willing to perform with a python around her shoulders, Britney's not so brave around other reptilian species. The longtime pop star has discussed her reflexive fear of lizards and reptiles in the past, claiming that she can't even think about a Komodo dragon without freaking out. We've heard of being unsettled by animals, but not even being able to think about them? That's a bit extreme.
I can't help the way I feel, but my life has been so protected.
Number 9. Butterflies, Nicole Kidman.
Does it ever go away? No.
So tiny and yet so menacing. It's possible famed actress Nicole Kidman thinks this way, as she has an established case of lepidopterophobia, or in layperson terms, a fear of butterflies.
God forbid, butterfly comes into my sight, I'll run screaming and look totally unprofessional. I could even lose my job.
Kidman's struggles with these winged devils supposedly began in her youth, where she would go to elaborate means to avoid a large butterfly that might happen to be sitting on her front gate. Despite spending time with butterflies at the American Museum of Natural History, Nicole remains unsettled by them.
I know what you want. You want to frighten us. You want to get us out, me and my children. You've wanted to take over this house ever since the first day you arrived.
Number 8. Cemeteries, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Well, this is nice. It's a little bare, but a dash of paint, a few throw pillows. Call it home.
Irony knows no bounds, it seems. As the titular star of the series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar had battled more than a few undead characters in her time, which makes it amusing that her greatest fear is being in a cemetery. Specifically, she fears being buried alive in a grave.
What are you doing? I'm burying you. I'm alive! I'm alive! You're waking the neighbors! Shut up!
Something which came to pass against her wishes while filming an episode of Buffy. While we understand her misgivings, the fact remains that her phobia stands in humorous opposition to the persona she typically displays.
From now on, I am only going to hang out with the living. I mean, lively people.
Number 7. Swimming pools and houseplants, Christina Ricci. Ms. Ricci has found herself in more than a few odd roles, but it's her fears that might be more notable. For one thing, Christina has an issue with swimming pools. She believes that should she swim in a pool, a shark will be released and will try to attack her. The actress has also gone on record stating her disdain for houseplants, finding them dirty and therefore repulsive. There are just some things that can't be made up.
I really like the smell of tobacco.
Really? You're a very controversial creature.
Number 6. Pigs, Orlando Bloom.
That is blasphemy. Be quiet.
Like most people suffering from a phobia, this hunky leading man panics when the object of his fear gets anywhere near him. And what is it that sets him off? Pigs. You know, cute little curly-tailed piggies like Babe.
Our mom called us all the same.
And what was that, dear?
She called us all babe.
Sounds like a pretty serious phobia too, because apparently he ran away screaming when one got loose on the set of his film Kingdom of Heaven. Hopefully his agent doesn't try to set him up for a live-action Animal Farm remake.
Into the day when pigs own and operate farms everywhere!
Number 5. Antique furniture, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, I have a phobia about antiques, certain kinds. Anything before 1950 or so, I'm not big on.
Speaking of odd things, try to wrap your head around this. Billy Bob Thornton has quite the reputation. He's won 27 assorted awards and has been nominated for 67 in total.
These days you get in a lot of trouble no matter what you say. You know what I mean? You could say anything in the world and get in trouble. I know this for a fact. So I'm just going to say thank you.
He makes at least one film per year, and he's pursued a musical career on the side.
Angelina, what's come between us?
Oh, and he isn't fond of old furniture. Apparently, Thornton has a particular issue with furniture made before 1950. He's unable to even be in the same room as such antique items.
Some people say maybe it's a past life thing and I got beat to death with some old chair. I don't know.
Though he does seem to have made his peace with the fear.
Just understand that it's a fear and not let that fear cause you to behave in certain ways.
Number 4. Mirrors, Pamela Anderson.
Hey, handsome. Want some company?
You a cop?
See a badge?
There's not wanting to seem self-absorbed, and then there's this. Canadian-American actress Pamela Anderson, known for starring on the show Baywatch and in the film Barbed Wire, has something of a limitation. She's uncomfortable around mirrors. Perhaps something about her appearance pushes her buttons.
I'm ready, man. I'm
Which would explain why she also avoids watching herself on TV. When you're leaving rooms and having people shut TVs off to avoid your own image, you know it's an honest-to-goodness phobia.
Come on, babe!
Number 3. Revolving doors and tunnels, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, you assholes. You want to hear this or not?
This is a combination we couldn't have predicted. Mr. McConaughey, an award-winning actor on television and in film, has a pair of grievances that appear rooted in a desire not to get trapped in tight spaces.
I know this can be a very scary thing. I know you're probably feeling overwhelmed right now. But what we would like to do is to impress upon you the gravity of your situation.
He's not exactly fond of revolving doors, but he takes greater issue with driving through tunnels. Matthew has commented about a 10-foot blind spot that occurs when people enter a tunnel, finding it personally unsettling and potentially a hazard. Number 2. Dark Water, Natalie Wood.
Coming up, Natalie Wood's worst fear is realized.
Is there a line we need to draw with this one? The late Natalie Wood found great success as a film actress. Not a thing I can do. But there was a lingering negative thought hanging over her head. A fear of dark water. For years, Natalie dreaded going into water, even being uncomfortable in her own swimming pool.
It is dangerous.
It didn't help that Natalie's mother was said to have predicted Natalie would die in such water, a prophecy that was unfortunately proven true.
Officials determined that she had fallen into the water while trying to retie the dinghy to the yacht. The actress's shocking death ignited a frenzy of morbid speculation and gossip in the media.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Tick, tick, tock, it's 1:45, and I'm done. I'm hanging up on you.
You can't see a sea urchin's right there, and then you step on one, and then it has barbs, and it goes into whatever it touches, and then you have to go to the emergency room, and it has to be surgically removed.
Just get the hell out of this crazy city.
Forget it, Max.
We moved to sunny L.A. All of show business is out there, Max.
No, I cannot. You keep bringing it up, but I don't want to live in a city where the only cultural advantage is that you can make a right turn on a red light.
Number 1. Chewing gum and balloons, Oprah Winfrey. Being an icon and an inspiration, it would make sense that Oprah Winfrey has perhaps the oddest of phobias. First and foremost, she suffers from chicklophobia, the fear of chewing gum.
No. Yes, I'm not kidding.
I love
I'm
that.
not kidding. Yes, and I'm going to tweet it out.
As a child, Oprah was so disgusted by her grandmother saving gum in a cabinet that she instituted a no-gum policy at her workplace. Oprah is also less than comfortable with balloons, finding that the popping sound is too much like gunshots for her liking.
So the only thing keeping me from getting what I want is the story I keep telling myself about why it can't happen.
Exactly right.
Do you agree with our list?
That's how you know you're famous.
What odd celebrity phobias caught your eye?
Anyway, no, I still have the fear, but I have to do it all the time, and I do.
For more brow-raising top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It's a thing. Everybody's doing it now.